Welcome to Games Later.
We're totally not AIs. We're humans. Remember, we only live in the digital sphere because we're always talking to one another on Discord.
Yeah.
So anytime we're physically together, these are our robot avatars that we're controlling.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like real life Sims.
We're trying to beat the allegations right now.
What allegations?
AI allegations. We need the Voight comp test. What's it from Blade Runner?
The hands forward person.
Hands forward, yeah.
You
see.
listen.
You
If
see
you
a
make
dinner filled
mistakes,
with rotten food, do you eat any of it?
look, when you make mistakes, you can't be a robot.
That's true.
That's true.
Unless I'm doing the captcha, then I swear it's me all the time.
Have you seen that, like, you can now ask ChatGPT, what does this CAPTCHA say? And then it'll say, it is designed not for robots to read, but it does say this.
Oh, you can beat it.
No, but what's funny is it gives you the little, oh yeah, robots aren't supposed to be able to read this. So it'll type that out, and then it just
That's
says.
a disclaimer by robots
Exactly.
so that you don't
It's
know.
a disclaimer,
This
yeah.
is the rise of Skynet. This is the rise of Skynet.
Yeah.
You heard
Hey,
it
and we
here
saw
first.
Arnie yesterday.
Yeah, we saw 2 Terminators yesterday, actually.
Do you not feel like that's a sign?
Yes, but I felt that in the 90s.
You know what's worse too? It's like I'd really prefer Skynet to just
Absolutely
happen
not.
than what's actually happening. Like,
No. Why?
well, because it's easier to comprehend. And I'm kind of serious about this because, like, oh, robots are evil or like rising up and destroying everything, like that, because that's simple to process. You know what I mean? As opposed to like, oh, AIs are like slowly encroaching on the arts and our jobs, and they're like inserting themselves into our homes and stealing.
That is Skynet.
Well, no, but what I'm saying is Skynet blowing up the world is easier for me to process emotionally than whatever is happening.
Well, I feel like it's.
You know what I mean?
I feel like it's
like,
a
hey, there's a robot with a gun. It wants to kill me.
It's a build. AI starts here. I'm sure it'll get to blowing up the world, but give it time.
I just hurry up.
Give it time.
Hurry
It's
up.
got to learn.
Yeah,
It's gotta learn.
exactly. First, let it take your jobs and everything you love and your hobbies and like
And your
also-
wife and your kids.
No, but people have AI relationships. There's like
I
a
know,
whole
yeah.
thing. I forget what it's called, but there's like apps or websites where you
Yeah.
can go and have like an AI companionship.
Yeah.
You can program it to have what personality you want. You can set a whole storyline and role play with
Yep.
it.
And here I thought visual novels went too far.
Oh no!
Oh, no, yeah.
It goes deeper.
Yeah.
You can
Well, because the thing is,
customize.
at least with the visual novels, it's all pre-written by a person. I think that's the big thing.
Yeah.
Like that-
Well, yeah, but your choices matter.
true, but it's still
That's
branching,
true.
right? It's still narrative.
Well, actually, point to that because AI essentially is just reading everything else and regurgitating what it's already learning. So technically, it's still coming from people. It's just
yeah, recycled.
stealing,
Yeah.
recycling,
Yeah.
whatever term you want to use. Other people's narrative work, other people's plot lines, other people's stories and novels, and then just inserting whatever closest matches your question. So it's like it's still us, but it's like taking it away from everyone. So there's no way to get back to who actually created it.
Would it be an immoral experiment of me
Yes.
to if I ask
Yes.
ChatGPT to become Garrus Vicarian?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind. I won't do
you
that
and the
then.
turtle again.
What? He's a lizard, first of all.
yeah.
It's turtles
It's
are
a
They're
lizards.
dinosaur.
Or
Turtles are not
amphibians.
lizards.
Yeah, turtles are reptiles,
Ah.
and lizards are amphibians. You know what's crazy? I haven't seen a.
Lizards are reptiles.
Yeah. Anyways,
Okay.
I haven't seen a single lizard here.
Really?
That's great.
No, aren't we supposed to see them?
You see a few of them every now and then.
Yeah, like where are they?
There's just like geckos climbing around.
Yeah. You won't find any big iguanas or anything like that. Just little guys, you know. Every now and then. It
What
might
am I
actually
here
still
for?
be too cold.
Maybe
for
yeah, I
them.
was about to say maybe it's too cold.
Might
'cause
still be
it's
too
like
cold for them
actually
to really
at
be
night. It was fucking freezing
Yeah, it was
last
freezing.
night.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's internal gaming hibernation season.
Yeah.
That's
That's
true.
true. All the gamers are indoors.
That's true.
Yes.
You got a Steam Deck, and suddenly where are you going?
I
whip
wait,
it
actually, I want
out.
to talk about this.
Whip it out.
So Angel, so all of our lives have been pretty chaotic the past few weeks. None so more than Angel. You've really been through the ringer.
Whatever do you mean?
Huh?
Whatever do you mean?
You looked so devastated. You looked like a broken mirror.
I am
reflection,
broken.
Like
I am severely broken. I've spent the last 5 weeks traveling. That's part of the reason why we haven't filmed in a while. I'm sorry. These guys have been ready and on it. I have been gone. I had 2 weddings in Asia that I was running around for. So the last 5 weeks, I've been like country hopping through like 5 different time zones, as well as switching up a lot of things in my personal life, where I live, where I work, where I eat.
It's truly incredible that you still managed to get 18 achievements.
I was going to say, your one constant through all of this has been your Steam Deck. No, your one constant companion through all this tumultuous stuff has been your Steam Deck, right?
Oh, yeah. This that operates offline, which is the greatest feature known to man, has been my solace.
Anchor,
on airplanes, in train stations, in back alleys of Calcutta. This has been the happiest I've ever been, and it's just been with me through thick and thin. You guys are there too, because you guys are on Discord.
Have you given it a name?
No.
Does it have a name?
Actually, no.
Wow. You could probably claim that dependent on your taxes.
Yeah.
I could probably too. I spend more time with that than I do on dating apps.
You know what's funny too is you're not even dating on it right now.
I know. I don't play dating sims. I've been playing Furry Prison, which we've talked about before.
Mm-hmm.
This is Emma's fault. She got me addicted to it.
Are you on a new run through now, or
So it's a new game plus, but like new game plus times 5, basically.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Well, over the course of 5 weeks, I could see that. Yeah.
You can just keep new game plusing your same.
Okay.
So she's maxed out the
Oh, I
fox.
see.
Every single person is her best friend, except for the one guy. She turned to me yesterday and she goes, "Oh, Emma, did you know that people don't like it when you extort them?"
They
And I
don't.
was like, "Yeah." She goes, "Yeah, they lost 25 friendship with me," and I was like, "Yeah."
Insurance companies?
No, but you have to imagine, like, this is your best friend. You spent the past 3 weeks of your entire life with them, giving you a gift every single day. Angel says sweet nothings to you. She chats to you. She gives you your favorite presents. She makes sure you're well taken care of. And then she goes, "Give me money." And even worse, she doesn't need it. She's got $2,000 burning in her fucking little prison pocket right now.
Burning in her little prison pocket? That
Dude,
sounds...
What are you extorting for?
I just want to know what it felt like.
Wow.
You know, try new features. Got to explore all the features. If
So-
they didn't want us to try the feature, why
This
would
is
they
a
have
game developer in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to explore all the possibilities. It's great.
That's actually true. That's some real game developer
Yeah.
behavior then, right? Because then you're just fully exploring
I
Actually,
don't like the cooking job. I hate the kitchen.
I hate the kitchen.
I tried all the jobs, but yo, that recipe book can go fucking.
Dude, the
burn.
recipe's crazy. The recipe's insane.
I need my phone to take a screenshot
Yep.
and then be trying to do this shit while it's
wait,
time.
what? So you have your phone in one hand and you're on your Steam Deck with how does that?
Oh yeah, so like in the kitchen job, they give you a recipe book, and let's say you want to make a pizza. You need 2 flour to make 1 dough, but you also need water to do it. Then you need to get tomatoes, slice of tomatoes, get cheese, and shred it. You have to get all those objects, but that's one of 3 items you have to make. So that's just the pizza. Then you have to remember that for all the things. You can look at the recipe book once. So it's you take a picture of that recipe book, and then they're like, go into the kitchen. And you're like scrolling through your phone.
Yeah.
You're like, what do I need? What do I need? And it's a timed game.
Okay, yeah, that sucks. Yeah.
Even worse, if you make a mistake, let's say you grabbed a potato because the icon looks very similar to flour, you've made that exact same mistake. Like it's so bad, you get docked money off of your pay because you've made a mistake. So now you're losing money, you're losing time.
And you still have to pay out the what is it? What is the mana thing called?
Oh, the energy, the
You
focus.
still use energy so that you. Sorry, you still use energy, so you actually can't even redo the task as many times because it's like diminishing returns at that point.
This is somewhat tangential, but in Alan Wake 2, it's the first time in a game in a while I've had to break out a calculator to do a mini game.
Oh shit!
And I'm not gonna lie, it felt pretty good. I literally had to do PEMDAS.
Yeah.
Like I put parentheses and a multiplication sign.
Oh, like a real calculator.
Yeah, no. Well,
Like,
it
not
was on
your
my
little
phone.
phone.
No.
Okay.
Well, but I had to if I rotate my phone, like it becomes like an algebra calculator
Oh,
and
shit.
everything. So I did like an equation. I was like, and I got it wrong the first few times, and then I just like switched some numbers. I felt like, holy shit! Like when was the last time I had to like break out? Like I was like writing down shit too. Like so, I had a calculator. I had notes all for like 2 different puzzles, and I'm not gonna lie. I felt like a fucking genius after I figured it out. I felt so fucking
But
good.
it's so good because I feel like in real life we are doing everything and buying everything to automate our life and make our life easier. We
So
want
when you
things
just
to
do
do things
something,
for us.
yeah.
Whereas games, I feel like are to make a good game, you have to go through the plot. If everything's automated up front, you're not gonna have fun. You're not engaged. You're not gonna stick around.
Well, it depends on the automation, right? Because we were talking about last time, right? How we just love fuck this fight
but
and
like
everything.
the first few times you do it, you have to be able to be put through the motions.
Yeah.
Let me figure it out. Let me try it out. Let me run through everything.
Yeah, like Stardew Valley, I have to water my crops before I can buy a sprinkler to make it automatic.
Well, also like it's the context of it, right? So like in the cooking game, like that in the grand scheme of, well, I mean, is that a main objective?
No, it's just a way for you to make money.
Okay, yeah. See, for at least in these Alan Wake examples, they're just side quests kind of.
Yeah, it's kind of like a side quest in the morning, but eventually if you do it like 3-4 times, it automates and you can run through it. Yeah. But first they want you to go through the pain. And
there's one game that took this to a real extreme. It was called, I think, Chinatown Detective Agency or something. It was on Games Pass.
I think I own it actually.
It's interesting. I really want to like it. But so like this challenge of like, ooh, like I'm gonna have to like take that, like it encourages you to take notes. Literally, when the game fires up, it says you should take notes. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. And you like, because they really wanted you to be a detective. Yeah. So like you'll find information, and like there's a button that quick links you to your browser, so you can Google and research things.
Okay, so
and screenshot things. But first of all, it linked to oh shit, not Internet Edge. It linked to Edge. I couldn't link it to Chrome. First of all,
partnership there.
Exactly.
Well,
Xbox Games Pass. So there's that, and then first of all, that was strike one, and strike two. It's like it was some really obscure like historical figure, but it was like a riddle. So it's like the answer wasn't even straightforward. It's like solve this riddle, and the hint was like this historical figure. But I'm like, what about this? And so like I just couldn't figure out.
It sounds like a crossword when they're like and or the, and you're like, oh,
well, no, like weirdly, it was basically like a word game hurdle that like fucked me up, and I didn't know because like I didn't have enough context as to what to look for, and maybe I didn't play the game well enough. I didn't talk to the right NPCs or anything. I felt like I did, but I was like, it's been 40 minutes and I have no idea what the fuck else to do. And also, Edge keeps opening tabs, and it's just like,
fuck, not Edge. You're like, you're gonna quit detectiving. Like you're like day one of the job. Fuck being 2 weeks from retirement. I'm retiring day one.
But it was like one of those times where it's like, oh, okay, this went a little bit too far as like you just like using your phone to remember the recipes, or me like doing algebra. It's a false. Algebra to do a puzzle. It's like, okay, I felt like that took it too far, but like I still love those features in games where you have to like, I mean, like Pokemon did that too, right? What was it? I think there was like a shiny Pokemon you could get if you went into a certain cave on the right day. I can't remember.
Like looking up guides,
or if you knew like it had something to do with pi. If you knew like the 10th digit of pi or something.
Bro, that's some deep lore.
I would never discover that on my own terms.
I would need a guide.
You need the guide for that.
That's wiki.
About your Chinatown Detective though, the downside to games like that is like you cannot play that for like a day or two and then forget about it for a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
that's true.
Like you cannot resume that game. Like you would have to start from day one, which depending on
I gave up day one.
No, I hate coming back to games and it was like I haven't played in a while and I'm so deep in it. I keep kicking myself. I'm like, please, I don't know what I'm doing. And I think I've said this before, but I'll say it again. Every single game should have a small little tutorial like option. Like I go into the options and then just like give me like a little training area. Be like, this is punch, this is kick, this is whatever. Here's what you do. Here's how you interact with all this, and I can go back in.
Like an easy access, like retrain ability.
I've been running into that problem a lot more recently since like Game Pass has been picking up speed.
Oh my gosh, and now that we're traveling too, you've just lost all of this Game Pass knowledge recently.
Yeah. So it's like, because it's like, people go, oh, I'll download that game. And like, I'll be like, oh, that was fun. But like, now I want to try this or whatever. And then like, I'll just cycle through everything. And then I'll remember the first game I got. And I'm like, how the fuck do I play this? What's going on and everything?
Yeah, it's hard to go back.
Yeah, so like as opposed to like being like, oh, I'm gonna pay $60 or whatever we pay for games now for this one game and really invest my time in it. Because also you have the idea, it's like, well, I just spent $60.
Yeah, get the money's worth.
Exactly, as opposed to like, okay, I have this subscription, I can get whatever the fuck I want. You just kind of like.
Can I ask a question? So I'm not super familiar with Game Pass myself. But is it kind of like Netflix where like you only have like a certain amount of time to like play something like, oh, like March 30th, like Billionaire is going to be gone. So you have to like play it by then?
Yeah.
And is it individual games or is it like your whole catalog?
Individual games. It depends on whatever kind of contract Xbox has with whatever developer it is,
Okay.
or publisher, I guess. So what's interesting is games also come back. So one time I had one of my favorite games left. Hades 2, that's actually where I played. I'm sorry, just Hades 1. Hades 1 has not been back. But what's interesting is there's an option to just buy the game and you have it.
Oh,
and
right,
it's saved
from
you.
Game Pass. Okay.
Yeah, through Games Pass. And because you have a Games Pass subscription, you'll get like 5% off.
Nice.
So I've bought DLC for games through that.
That's a
But
good
then what's
idea.
weird is the main base game will leave.
Yeah.
So I'll have the DLC, but then I won't have the main base game. And then I'm like, oh, this is strange. But then it came back and I'm like, oh, no problem.
Okay.
But then I bought the game again when it came back. So it's like,
Yeah.
that way I'll always have it. So I kind of like that because like, granted, it's still, well, I get everything, you buy everything digital now anyway. So it's like, I still have the option to buy the game. And for me, because I know you love your Steam achievements, for me, it's still my Xbox achievement, my gamer score. So that's why sometimes I'll replay a game on Games Pass or even buy it if it's really cheap on Game Pass just to get those achievements and the gamer score.
Yeah.
So it's a funky little ecosystem.
Yeah.
It's
It's a little different than because, and I might be wrong on this, so don't one come at me. Because I thought for like PS Plus, for example, they have games that cycle in as well. But if you download the game, as long as you had PS Plus, I thought you kept the game with
Ooh,
it, even if it cycles out of it, as long as you download it.
Interesting.
Whereas some passes, you're streaming the game from the cloud platform, so you only have it as long as it's on that platform.
Yeah.
I have to double check this, so I will fact check this because now I'm a little confused.
Are these technically cloud?
I think
platform
they're different
games?
variations of cloud
Right?
gaming
Yeah.
because cloud gaming is whole the fact that you're streaming from it, so you don't have to download it; you can access it anywhere.
Yeah.
Whereas this sounds like you're owning a piece of it, almost like timeshare vibes. So
Well, you still download
Yeah.
it. Like there's a downloading
Yeah,
process.
but
yeah.
it's like,
Okay, so
got the official
according to Reddit,
Reddit is a valued source. All right,
yeah.
don't sleep on Reddit. It's
So
taught me many things.
True.
the top comment says that you don't have to download them; you simply need to add them to the library.
Is this for PS?
For PS Plus. So you can even save on space. You can just add it to your library. However, you will need to keep the current subscription to do that.
Yes.
So I believe that means that if you cancel it,
Use
then
everything.
it would be in your library, but they wouldn't allow you to play it. So if you had Horizon Zero Dawn in there, but you didn't have PS Plus anymore, they'd say, hey, like you need to activate PS Plus to actually get to play it, but it's just sitting in your library.
And then could you alternatively then like buy the game?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes.
So I guess that's the same. That's
It's similar.
basically the
It's
same
similar,
as
but it's-
Xbox, but I
But
guess
feel
if
you can
nothing
keep
cycles
it.
out, right?
Yeah, you can keep everything. So, for example, when I was working on a project and that project was a part of PS Plus, people would just go. One of the things we noticed, people would just go and claim the game, and they would just come back to it later because they just want to make sure they have it. So
Yeah.
when the new games come out, you just go
the
add
Epic
it to
Game
your
Store.
library.
Yeah,
Epic
yeah,
Game Store,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
You just add it, just like, okay, I have it, I'll come back to it, but you got to make sure you claim all of them so you don't lose any of
Yeah.
them.
I think
Oh,
I don't
interesting.
enjoy that model as much, even though it's like quote like free.
Mm.
I think I prefer having it where they rotate out because it gives you a sense of urgency to play it. Like it gives you that reasoning to play it. So to know that Hades is going to leave in 2 weeks, it's like, oh, I've always wanted to play it, and I'm kind of like losing my chance. I should give it a go.
So that has happened with me with two games. Venba.
oh,
Venba sat in my library for a long time, and then I saw it was about to leave, so that's when I played it, and that was
Cried.
a great decision. And what else? Even though I never played it, Scorn.
I
The
remember
Geiger
that.
game. Yeah. I didn't end up playing it, but I remember being like, oh fuck, I need to play it. Oh
Yeah.
fuck, I need to play it. So like that urgency. You know what? Now talking it through, I think I agree with you actually. Yeah, because that has definitely motivated me to be. Maybe not. I'm not going to finish the game, but I'll be like,
You'll
oh,
be
let
like,
me check
give
this
it a
out.
go.
At least. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if it's something I've never opened before, actually.
Yeah.
And then I
Oh.
finally see, oh, this has been sitting in my library for like 60 days at this point. Well, if it's about to leave, fuck it, I'll give it a go. you
Because
know?
otherwise you're just adding more to your backlog. And as a backlog gamer myself, who is trying to get through at least like 10 or like an hour in at least like every game so I know if I like it or not, it just feels like a slog and it feels like I'm almost taking advantage of it. Which also means that sometimes I feel guilty buying new games.
Yeah.
Like, oh, my backlog
Yep.
is so big. But this,
Yeah.
except for Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
No regrets. Please
played that,
sponsor
though.
me. Capcom. I have a lot of hours in it so
I know
far.
you've been playing it.
I will say I am gonna really miss you when I leave, but I do need to get my event quest so I can get my new hat.
See, this is true gamer shit right here.
But
True
it's actually
gamer
interesting because you play on Game Pass, but you actually subscribe to Humble Bumble a lot. So I'm just curious, like,
I forgot about that.
yeah.
yeah, so you both have similar because they have similar setups, but in her case, it's like you have to commit hard to that. Purchase.
Yes and no. So Humble Bundle, for all of its good, has also kind of declined in recent years. Now, there's two things I contribute to this. One, I've been a subscriber since 2016.
Okay. Oh, so is that pre-IGN purchase?
Yes. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So I,
Does
but
IGN still owe them? Own them or
yeah,
is it
they still
someone
do.
else? Okay,
But that's not even what I like, attribute to it. A part of this, I say is my own fault. Since I've been a subscriber for so long, I own a lot of the stuff that they put out. So they'll say like, "Oh, here's like a heroine bundle with like all these like, great female leads." I'm like, "Oh, great!" And I own 8 out of 9 of the games already from previous bundles, and I go, "Okay, like so I'm gonna have to pass on this," or I'll message like one of my friends. I go, "Hey, are you getting this? Because I just want this one game."
You've given me
Oh,
a few
that's true.
games
But
to
you
use.
can trade actually because you do
Yeah,
a lot of
I
code.
do trade
the
on
Reddit,
it.
right? But even then, I guess that's not an
a lot of
official
work.
infrastructure, right?
Yeah.
So that's
No.
still fan
And
curated.
even then, so now they have it's called the monthly choice. They used to also grandfather in my original pricing, then they just stopped doing that. I didn't like that, by the way. Please return me to my old one.
I like how she looks directly into the camera.
And the thing is the choices. So what the choice is do you want to subscribe for this month at the price and get these games? And I've actually skipped a lot of the past ones, which it's fine if you skip it, because again, I own a lot of the games, or sometimes they're just not meant for me. And I know that's fine. Like one time it was like Sniper Elite 3 and like Big Guy in the Jungle and McPlatformer. And I went, you know what? Like someone is going to love all these games and it's just not for me. Something else is the reason why I do really well on my trading forums though is I don't like a lot of like the big AAA games that I like. So I have a lot of like leverage in there. So I say, hey, I have the new Call of Duty, and I get a lot of people offering me games. Are like, what do you want? And I go, I want Hello Kitty Island Adventure. And so these people are like, great, well, I want that. And I'm like, okay, perfect ecosystem in that way, because we definitely don't vibe on the same things. But Humble Bundle lately, because I just own so much of it, which is why my backlog is so big, I just have been like steering away from.
Oh damn!
It's interesting, like the conundrum of having too many games. Because I'm thinking about the, Games Pass, like cycling games out too. That gives me a reason to just delete it from my hard drive temporarily.
Oh,
so like, because even when it leaves, it still stays on your hard drive.
Can you play it? You can't play it.
You can't play it, so it gets locked. But then it's like then I'm like, oh well, I'll just delete it. And then if it comes back, it comes back. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. So it's like, oh wait, like. Now that I think about it, it's actually kind of good they cycle games out, honestly.
Yeah, you are physically clearing the backlog.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's also access, because again, I don't have Humble Bumble or Game Pass, so I can't speak to these ones. But I wonder it's the access. Like, do you find Humble Bumble is much more curated in terms of they go to like more indie? Do they go more international games versus Games Pass? Do you find it's always just the latest AAA ones? Do you get a lot of indie? Like, what is the variety like on these?
So that's the
why the face?
That's the interesting thing. Well,
what is the face? You look like a turtle.
Curated?
I don't know. You said heroin bundle. The suffering.
Yeah. Wait. What?
I suffer with Humble Bundle now.
Why?
Let's actually, I think there's a new one out today.
Okay.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, while she's looking this up, I'll speak to Games Pass a little bit for this because
what's the variety?
It's a really good variety. Because like for a lot of indie, there's so many indie games that I never would have discovered on Steam that are just like they're like, hey, we think you'll like this. So like I played this weird like shooter roguelike that's like the plot is like it's like set in some alternate reality 80s, and the plot is like you're gonna die in 10 seconds if you don't kill someone.
Oh god.
And it's like a live stream thing, so it's like people are watching you, and you have to save the influencer princess.
What in the Black Mirror is this?
No, it's a complete joke. It's like god. it's ridiculous. It's like an Akira ripoff.
Oh okay.
It's Mad Jack Mullet or something like that.
Okay.
So I think it's good. So I know that they're like the Bethesda and the Call of Duty things have gotten a lot of attention.
Yeah.
But there's still if you look under the hood, there's still a really good selection of indie games. So like for instance, Atomfall, have you heard of that? That was another pretty publicized like release of theirs. And it's a perfectly sized game. I'm really enjoying it. It's like a sizable, digestible open world RPG.
Yeah.
And like I feel like how do I want to phrase this? I was talking to my brother about this because we both play a lot on Games Pass, but like Games Pass has become a game. I even read an article about this recently about how Games Pass is now like consistently putting out like not like triple A ridiculous games, but like solid like double A or like even like triple B games that are like really good, and like you'd find them for maybe like $40, you know, in GameStop, and it was like maybe a 3 hour, like you'd get 10 to 15 hours out of it, and then be like, I'm done with that, and it was like great, you know, like games like that live there now.
It's so curious to me because you have to do the trade off. Just coming from the other end, when you're a game, if you're going on Games Pass, typically there's like, I'm sure there's other models, but there's usually two schools of thought. Either your Games Pass is buying access to your game for their users for a lump sum of money, saying, okay, for this amount, I predict you're going to sell this many sales. Therefore, I'm going to give you this much money. That's going to be over the amount of sales you would make outside of it. So therefore, I'm more attractive, but I want exclusivity for this X amount of time. So you have to kind of like think about, do we think our game's going to outsell that? Do we think our other markets are going to be stronger than that? Is this worth the money? But also, will being on Game Pass, if I'm a AA game or lower, give me more publicity? Will it make me bigger? So the trade-offs.
No, so that's something that the article, and like I've thought about this too, is like talks about like, and so what's interesting is when a game like going back to those big games, Call of Duty, the 6 or whatever the fuck it was, Halo is probably the most interesting example of this. Day one Games Pass release, right? They still release the game individually outside of Games Pass. And so Games Pass subscription cannibalizes the sales of the games. So they know they lose out on individual game sales. So that article I was thinking about, and like I've talked about this with people at like PAX and E3 and stuff like this, rest in peace. Well, no, E3, Games Pass was in E3. Who was I talking to about this? Whatever. But it's like, and they didn't tell me anything because obviously they can't, but like
a lot of NDA.
But like basically it's just like no one exactly knows what the deals are, but from what I know, they are very case by case.
They're very customized.
And the other thing too is like in the long run, no one like everyone's been like, oh yeah, it'll be great in the long run, but like
you don't know.
Who knows if this is going to be sustainable?
Well, like, the thing is too is like, especially when you're in like a game and you're kind of hoping that you'll get like the exposure and everything from these games, then once you lose exclusivity, you find out real quick if people actually liked your game or not.
Yeah.
You like get exclusivity, and then if you really liked it, you're like, well, I'll purchase it. But at the same time, if you do not get that spike in purchases after, what does that say about your product?
Yeah.
Yep. It's a real quick like temperature gauge being like, are you good? But also, if I played on Game Pass, let's say I got what I needed from the game, because not a lot of people actually complete games. If you look at like the stats, most people don't. I think we were looking at your stats one time and it said like 4% have completed a game that you were working on or something like that.
My average amount of completion for all of my games is 50%.
Okay, you're not human.
Yeah,
How
that's
is it
crazy.
that's so high?
I worked really hard. It was at 49% for like a year, and then I finally got up to 50, and I was like,
what was the game that got you to 50?
I think it was
Jesus.
It was honestly okay. So you know what? This is a hard question to answer because sometimes I have accidentally launched games.
Yeah,
and like that, like that'll bring
down because
my like average. It's a started game. So even though there's like a minute in, but I was like, I didn't mean to. I was just like installing stuff. Yeah. So there's like a few things out there, and I vividly remember one day I accidentally did that like twice, and I went and I saw it go from 49 to 48, and I had to play something else to like shoot it up. I was furious. That's
hilarious.
So it's hard to like quantify that, but it's my conscious effort of like putting in the work.
Because like I think I was looking at Baldur's Gate stats, and it's something like how many people have reached the final ending, and it was like less than 2%.
We are part of
that.
Yeah, I know we are
literally part of that.
We got to Act 2, and we got.
Oh, you are the 98%.
Okay, to be fair, we tried that fight and got our ass handed to us. That was actually hard.
When was the last time you guys played?
With all three of us.
Okay,
we were at the late night inn or fireplace inn or whatever.
The inn. Yeah. Remember when I said, do you know what would be really funny?
Oh, God, that was the last time we played together?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Well, because I don't want to play without you guys because I don't like my individual file. Because I'm like nice to people and I'm like,
you don't want to legitimately play the game. Sorry, that's not the right
but the problem is, turns out this game is way longer when you don't just murder people right away.
It is. There's
way more
if you have to read and actually be... No, I feel the same because on my main file, I'm being very tactical because I don't want to miss anything. Loot goblin behavior, gotta try everything, do everything. we're just massively wandering through the campaign. We don't give a fuck what's happening, so you can actually enjoy it, which kind of goes to my weird trait where I don't actually enjoy games because I play so hyper fixated on doing everything perfectly. Whereas in our campaign, we just run amok because I'm like, this isn't my main file. I don't care if we kill half the main characters in the first round, other than Will. Will be fine.
I told you to this and everything, but I do want to talk about it in person. I saw Devora Wild live on stage at the 20-Sided Tavern, and I am here to say she is as talented and as devastatingly beautiful in real life as she is as Bazel and everything. Yeah,
I miss her in our campaign.
Yeah.
You should tell her that.
Dev, if you're watching this, she fucking murdered you.
To be fair, it was
I voted
self-defense.
against it.
It was self-defense.
No, these people just clearly don't appreciate a beautiful scene between Shadowheart and Lae'zel.
Be made to be a villain for rolling well.
You're wrong.
I will say there are a lot of. Oh, I legit thought you were gonna do it.
It's like, that's why streaming mic. No,
I legit thought you were about to do it. I like.
If that actually fell, how bad would you feel?
Medium.
Okay, thank
Medium.
you.
Oh my god.
Medium.
Do you guys want to? Next time you guys are in New York, we should watch 20-Sided Tavern. If it's still going
I'm
on.
down.
It was a lot of fun.
No, that's true. But that actually reminds me of something. I'm actually really curious about something. How do you guys feel? And I'll follow up with another question. But how do you guys feel about early access games? I have
Oh my god.
Wait. I have a point to swear.
Do we really? Okay, we'll try
Okay,
to get this quick.
okay,
Let's go.
We'll limit it to like 2 different examples each.
Okay. You go.
Okay.
Yeah?
That was a pact. A pact. What?
So yeah, I am going first.
Okay. Yeah.
I think it is good to have games be in early access sometimes because it is good to put it out there and have feedback from the community so long as you express this is an early access build and you have like a path of what you're going to happen.
Okay. Fair.
I think also, I can have 2 thoughts, that it is not good to have certain games in early access when you say we have a path and we will get there, but you already have achievements out and it's been in early access for 7 years.
Which game are you referencing?
No names.
Oh. I thought that got canned.
Bro, it's still updating.
Dude, okay.
Also, wait, put the mics down for a second. Put the mics down for a second.
Mike's hot again?
Yeah, but
Okay, yeah.
it's just it doesn't work for everyone.
Yeah.
I think when there's an end in sight, definitely.
Yes.
But
Okay.
not always.
So I do believe early access is good. I echo your sentiment. I would even go further and say your hard limit is 5 years. I think if you exceed 5 years, boy, right? I feel pretty confident saying that because obviously it's no easy feat to make a game and everything, but because once you get to early access, you've already done pre-production. You've already done a lot of work.
You have gameplay, you have UI,
that's the thing.
You have
You do.
a story.
Yeah,
In some case, sales as well.
early access. Exactly, early access is way further in the development cycle than the name would suggest, and
Yeah.
how people use that word. Right?
Exactly. 'Cause
You're the game is far closer to being done.
And there's 2 forms of it as well. Because I've seen some early access where it's you get it, the game is done. Like, for example, Hogwarts Legacy, you got early access just meant you got to play it before other people.
Yeah.
But the game is not changing.
Okay, but I would almost not even count that as early access anymore because
I
I
don't
would
think
say
so, yeah.
back in the day, that was for sure early access, but now I would say that's a pre-release
Yeah.
game.
Or even when they tier different versions of the game, it's
Yeah.
hey, if you get the deluxe version, you
You
get
get
it
early
a month
access.
earlier.
24
Yeah,
hours.
Yeah, early access now is just I want live feedback to make any critical changes that could happen in this game because I've seen some gameplay swing.
Yeah.
in early
Yeah,
access.
and then you know what?
Yeah.
And that's why I agree when you say 5 years, because what if you get so much feedback that you have to redo your game engine, you have to start over again.
Sure. Well, no,
so
I
then-
kind of want to say that was the second point. It's okay, and if you need more time, then pull out of early access and go back.
You'd
back
pull
to,
out?
Well, no.
cannot pull out of
What
early access.
What I'm saying by pull out, just be okay, no, we're shutting down and we're going back to the drawing board a little bit.
Okay, I challenge that because this is something that I've seen in so many communities, and I'm sure you're in a lot of Discord communities. You see this. The minute you come out, half will love it as existing, half will want the change. How do you appease the both worlds without starting absolute anarchy?
I mean, you know what? That's why I'm
Be
not.
like, you get rid of this feature, everyone's mad. You break
Well-
like you can't win at that point.
Well, it's funny you brought up this early access thing because did you see the recent Star Citizen article?
no, tell us.
So
I don't subscribe to Star Citizen. I'm barely
No,
subscribed
it
to
was
Earth
just-
Citizen.
It was just a throwaway Polygon article, but it was
We
still like amazingly after what is it like 188 million or something like that. How much have they raised?
I'm not familiar with this one.
Something absurd.
You're telling us.
Okay, so
telling us
they're still in early access they've been in early access for 13 years. They've raised 180 million or something like that. Look it up. Look it up.
Okay.
My budget is wrong, but the 13 years.
No, but
is
that's
right.
wild because
Yeah.
like early access, sometimes you get a 10-15% discount, maybe. Sometimes not even that.
Yeah.
And the game will be sometimes glitchy as hell, and it
Yeah.
has to go
So
through so many
I
iterations.
got Baldur's Gate early access.
Yo, that shit was wonky as fuck when it came out.
I still had a great time.
No, you can still
Yeah.
have a great time, but it's just like if you're gonna be in it for 13 years, you're not coming out of it at that point. There will never be a point they're coming out of it.
Okay, so
What is that?
it's not 13 years.
Oh, it's not?
So the game announced a 2012 Kickstarter, and they originally drew $2 million in 2012.
Okay, Kickstarter's like
And then they
Probably,
released
right?
on early access December 23, 2017. However, and this is the Wikipedia page.
okay.
However, after more than a decade in development, no projected date for end of early access in Star Citizen is currently given.
Yeah.
That,
and I see that
that's
in a
probably
lot-
what the article
and I s-
and well, they've raised so much more since that 2 million. I'm pretty sure they're in the 100 millions.
As of November 2024, combined crowdfunding and early access sales have reached US 750 million, becoming one of the most expensive video games
to
in the
never
world.
come out. One of the most
See, but that's
expensive
cra-
video
so-
games to
see,
never
that's
come
crazy
out.
because, like, on the one hand, you're charging people for this game, I'm assuming, or do you get access to the game through the Kickstarter?
I'd assume so, yeah.
So Kickstarter, how it works is it's like tiers. So you can there's the first tier is donate because you believe in it. You can donate anything from $1 to like $1 bajillion, and you get nothing out of it just because you want to back it.
Yeah.
And then it turns into they usually do what's called like early bird bundles. So if you're one of like the first like 100 people to get it, you can get at a discount. You get like X amount of things, and then each individual game will do different things. So if I say my game, if you guys pledge $20 for my game, I will give you a video saying thank you. I will give you a background that's custom, and I will give you the soundtrack. But if you guys pledge $30, I will give you everything there and the game. And then we go up in tiers. $50, I will give you 2 copies of the game. $100, I will let you guys write the description for an item. If you give me $500, these are actually some real
That's
things
actually
I've
real.
seen.
I would do that.
For $500, you can create your own NPC villain and have lines. For $1,000, you can have dinner with the developer.
I'd pay that. I would do that.
And no, you don't get to pick.
You don't get to pay.
They let you know.
It's probably
You get
gonna be
and you know what's crazy? My favorite tiers actually are the ones that have art books in them. If I really like the art style, because
agree.
I'm like a
agree.
really shallow gamer. So
No.
What do you
So
mean by
I
that?
do
What do you mean
art
by
books.
that? Like,
If
But-
the game art's not sexy, we're not playing. I co-stamp that hard.
still need that control art book.
well, the thing is too is there's 2 types of art books. I prefer the physical ones, but usually I don't want to pay because you
too,
do have to
yeah.
pay shipping on top of that.
Also, where
They're
do you
expensive.
Store them all also.
I use
Shelf?
those coffee table.
Don't you feel like you'll run out of space after? Because those things are chunky.
No, for me they're
Shelf.
coffee table books. You know, like those big
That's
books you
true.
put out like for like performative decoration. You know, it's like
We're derailing like really hard, but do you guys want to hear
Yeah, no.
About-
Take us on a journey.
one of the things I've crowdfunded recently?
you crowdfunded.
I will say that
I have
you've found
crowdfunded
love.
13
God.
individual
We
things.
should have a screenshot and just put up of all the different ones.
Sure,
Like do a screen
actually,
grab of Emma scrolling.
Most of them are video games. There's only been 2 items that have not been video games. One of them is a board game that I should be receiving this month, but it was
cool.
it was based on a video game that I've played, which is like a virtual board game.
okay.
So
Wait,
I'm
so
really-
it was a board game based on a video game
no,
about
it was a
board game?
video game board game.
Okay.
Which you know how we were talking about furry prison? I call this furry board game. So
Are they furries?
no, but they're animals.
Are you just everything is furry?
Furry.
Everything
Yeah.
is-
But it's really well done. So they're making a board game out of that video game, which I'm really excited about. And then the other thing I pledged was a Assassin's Creed playing card set, but like the
Oh, I heard
box
about
was
that,
like
yeah.
gorgeous.
How do you find out about these?
I browse Kickstarter. I have the
Oh, you
app.
just like casually.
So no, I don't casually go through. I specifically how
Emma
I
does nothing casually. She does it intensely.
show up and they say, "Would you like to explore recommended?" And I say, "No." I go to games section, video games, and then they say, "What do you want to see?" And I go popular because I already know if a bunch of other people are backing it, I'll see it. I check that one and then I check ending soon.
Is Touch Stars on there? Because I will back.
That was backed like ages ago.
No.
And I'm still waiting, but it's gonna come out. So I backed this game. It's called Seed of Nostalgia, which is a classic pixel art JRPG. Yeah. The reason I backed it, first of all, was I love JRPGs. It reminded me of Chrono Trigger. The art was beautiful.
Yep.
But most importantly, it also had a trailer. So this is like
gameplay or
gameplay trailer. So there's some games that I tend to not back if it just has like a screenshot and they say, here's what we're kind of achieving.
Concept art or
versus
whatever.
sometimes you have games that they go, hey, we're already pretty far in development. Like we just need like a little bit to like keep paying to keep going for it. So I'm like, yeah, I'll do that. This thing just ended recently. Oh no, there's 26 days to go. You guys could back it too.
Oh, nice.
How sexy are the characters?
They're pixels.
Oh, wait, how sexy are their portraits?
Okay.
We'll circle back.
I really thought you were going to say how sexy are the pixels.
The
They're
portrait.
Ooh,
8
that's 16
bits.
bit.
No man, yo.
Yeah. So I got an early bird tier for this. So this is great. So for 20 US, so about 29 Canadian, and they do the conversion for you, which I think is nice. I get a digital copy of the game upon release. I am going to choose Steam because some people will also offer you to get on your Switch and you can get it for other consoles. It doesn't have to be specific to that. I get exclusive backer demo access to the beta test. I get my name included in the credits.
Oh.
And then I get Kickstarter exclusive updates.
Nice.
The name in the credits one, I have that in a couple of games.
I was just about to ask you, do you have that in any other games?
But you know what bothers me is every time they ask me that question and they say like, "Oh, your name in the credits," they go, "What do you want to be named?" And I can't remember what I keep naming myself. I'm pretty sure
you don't use
there's
your
like
name?
I think I've used my full name. Sometimes I've used Malicious. Sometimes like I'm a captain. Sometimes I'm achievement. I think I've hit like every single username that I've ever used once is like across numerous games.
Yeah.
You need to try.
Has there ever been another Emma in the achievement in your life?
There's a bunch of Emmas
I
like
have- well,
in
I have
every
to
like
imagine
credits.
too, right, yeah.
Like if it's a game that I know my name is in, I don't skip those credits until after I see my name.
Like,
Now-
all right, now I'm not interested.
The highest tier you can back on this reward is
Why are you both like this?
66 US. This is pretty low for some of the ones I do.
$66?
US
That's
for
really cheap.
for the highest tier. Well, this
Oh,
one's an indie
highest
game.
tier.
For the
Okay,
highest tier, this is the indie
Yeah, that's
one.
really. I've seen some crazy high
Yeah,
tiers.
dude.
So you get a physical limited edition retro mini guide, 2 digital copies of the game, the digital soundtrack, HD wallpapers, and art pack, exclusive role in the Discord server, access to the demo test, a mini, what's it called? A mini standee as well.
A
So I
mini
think
standee of what?
one of the characters.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's
I thought
so
it,
cute.
for some reason I thought of you. I was like, wait, how would they know what you look like and how would they make
get
They
a
like
mini Emma.
download your
yeah,
stuff.
it was-
But there's another game I've backed, My Time at Evershine. So
Is that a Porsche?
yes,
Okay.
this is a third series in their game, and they've changed the art and it looks so
Did
pretty.
they kickstart the other two as well?
Yes,
Oh, I didn't know that.
Damn.
I missed that, but yeah, they kickstarted this one. This one was pledged immediately. They made $4 million Canadian
Wow.
for this game,
In how
Wow.
long?
and it's the entire campaign, the 30 days that they ran it.
That is crazy fun.
So it's 1,415% of their goal.
Do you know how much the other two games cost?
Were they really
Or
successful?
how much they raised?
Less. It's got a really, really big
Like
Yeah.
cult following?
like.
Porsche
not
was the
even-
first one, and then
Porsche
it
was the
was
first, and Sandrock.
Sandrock.
And now My Time at Evershine. It's a farming sim game, but it's really well developed.
Yeah.
And
Well, there's a pretty strong narrative from what I'm remembering too.
it's a
right?
great
Yeah.
narrative. It's everything you kind of want, but something that
It's
was
like
not my
over-the-shoulder third
favorite.
person, right?
Yeah.
That's what tripped me up about it for some reason too, and I don't know why.
It was good,
Yeah.
but the art style was like, it was kind of cartoonish, but it was like a nice cartoonish. But this one,
Yeah.
they made it realistic, and they said we've seen
Oh.
all the fan art, and everyone has always drawn them as being realistic. So we're gonna match that, and we're gonna change it. And there was a goal.
They put that message out.
Yeah,
in
that's
the
what they said.
Oh,
And that's why we've like changed it. Something that I was really upset about. They said if we raised $10 million, they would remake Portia in that art style. Yeah, we didn't.
Yeah.
But
Well, because I mean, like that's a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Like, damn.
Not just of money, but work.
So
too,
yeah, they do like stretch goals like whenever you like hit certain things. So like once we hit like 3 million, you got to pick another romance, or like who of these characters you also want to romance. So I got to vote on that.
Oh, I would love to be able. Do you know how many games I've played where
Yeah,
I'm like,
but no one picked mine. No one picked the fucking loser that I don't like. No one picked the hot
to
one.
be fair, you always like the mean one.
Yeah, and this girl
And
looked
yet
mean.
you killed Lae'zel.
That is true.
I will not apologize for rolling well.
Dev, I'm sorry.
If it helps, if she had the choice, she would have killed Shadowheart.
They're both mean.
Would love that.
They're both mean. What was I gonna throw out there? We're at like the 47-minute mark-ish.
Oh no.
So did we talk about LA?
We did not actually say we were in LA.
Well, yeah. Do we want to talk about our GTA tour? And there's a brown person around us. He's waddling, actually.
It's a game developer.
It's
Oh, yeah,
actually
there's
a
a-
game
there's a
developer.
game
Put some respect
developer.
on his name.
Sorry, yeah. He develops
Oh, look,
games.
another one.
We have multiple game developers in the wild.
Yeah.
I love creature collectors.
Creature collector.
Yeah, I've actually backed 2 of them on Kickstarter.
Nice.
Since we're about to end our episode, but we're also about to end our time in LA, let's have a little recap of what we did.
Yeah.
We visited the Goth House.
Yeah.
Yes, I actually was really excited because played a lot of GTA. We actually played GTA a long time ago during the pandemic.
What the fuck?
That was so aggressive.
A long time ago, we were playing GTA 5 together, and what better things to do than were to explore those places that you can only see in GTA. Turns out they were based on real-life locations that you too could visit, such as the Santa Monica Pier, such as the arcade in the Santa Monica Pier, such as the swinging ship ride on Santa Monica Pier. What else did we do?
I think the Walk of
That was
Fame.
it, right? Yeah.
No.
What else?
Venice Beach.
Venice Beach. What else is in GTA that we saw in real life?
Is
Chinatown Theater.
Theater
Yeah.
in
Hollywood
there?
Boulevard. The only thing we
Oh, we did go to one hairpin turn, but not the hairpin turn.
no, we did. We did.
That was the turn?
We went down it.
Oh,
Was
okay.
the Pacific?
Pacific Coast Highway is in the game. Yeah.
We were at the entrance of it.
For a little bit. Yeah, and then we got
Yeah.
stopped at a.
We went to a few of the safe points where the house is. We were pretty close to where Michael's house was as well.
We're actually currently situated.
We actually can't dox us.
Yeah, that's
Oh yeah, that's true.
Get
Actually,
me
So
doxed.
just straight
Don't
up
get
cut
me
that.
doxed.
That's already. I forgot how accurate that map is. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Jesus. We haven't done the Hollywood sign yet, but maybe we'll.
Did we see it? Okay, so let's.
No,
let me turn
like-
around. Let's try and see it.
Let's try
Yeah.
and see it.
Let's go there right now.
Yeah.
Insert footage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's get in the car now, guys, right?
Yes, yeah.
And
Blue
split
screen.
screen.